Ladies and gentlemen, the new season of MSC F1 Esports is here, with tonight round 2 of Season 3 here in Jeddah.
Up the heat. Devil rejected on Dino, goes in deep, and Devil rejected is out. He's
Are you okay?
for him at turn 5.
Okay, mate. I'm the man that walked out of fire.
It's all about being calm.
These guys have an almost fighter pilot mentality.
Goodness, Phoenix Prix is out. Kidney Jim is out. Look at this little battle between the Aston Martins have changed positions. On the back of Devil rejected. The Aston Martin and the Alpine. The Aston Martin champion will reject him. Pretty much down the inside. Goes to Scully. Oh, they're free right out. They've been great to 10. And once more they have a little niggle, but it is the Mercedes of Wesley that's through. It's your boy Alfie into the slits. Jimmy's using that battery.
To Jeddah, 50 laps ahead of us around this 3.83 mile circuit, 27 corners, 16 to the left and 11 to the right. More corners on this track than any other circuit on the Formula One calendar, and it's the second longest in distance, and it's fast, very fast. You take your lap distance at full throttle for 80% of your lap here. There are only 6 braking events, 2 of which are described as heavy throughout the 27 corners. Hamilton against Verstappen against Ocon, one of the 3 standing starts we had last year. Ocon emerging into the lead of the race. This is the only race other than Hungary that he won that he's ever led. Mick Schumacher had a crash in qualifying. He had a crash here last year as well. Mick Schumacher won't take part in tonight's race. And this was the big dramatic moment at the end of a dramatic night. Hamilton and Verstappen colliding as they were jockeying to see who might appear down the DRS zone in front. Well, if Hamilton and Verstappen get together tonight, one of them's either had a very good race or one's having a very bad race. Here's the 3 tyre compounds: C4 for the soft, C3 for the medium, C2 for the hard. High tyre degradation during Friday practice, so the soft tyre not the favoured tyre for this evening.
Possible down towards turn 4 and 5. Really nice line through there for the AlphaTauri. Foot down on the pedal now through 7 and 8, and then through 9 and 10, just easing off the throttle so we don't go out wide. And that is a terrific line through there for the AlphaTauri as it comes out of turn 11 and 12 and to the start of sector 2. In towards turn 13, the left-hander nice and tight to the wall, then using the outside wall to be able to keep that pace flowing, and then just riding the curve all the way through turn 16 and 17. Nice and tight once again, and then early on the throttle with that charger battery, flying down turn 18 and 19 with that DRS now enabled once more. all the way down towards turn 21 and the start of sector 3. Another tricky part of the circuit, but he gets it perfectly done again as we come through turn 23 and 24. DRS enabled once more for the AlphaTauri driver, and the Northern Irishman is putting on a dominant display here in qualifying. This is a phenomenal lap. In towards turn 27, the penultimate corner, a little tap on the wall, a little Max Verstappen-esque there as we come out of the last chicane, down towards the pit wall, and it's a 1:26.7 from the AlphaTauri. It is going to be devil rejected in the Ferrari that comes through next, a 1:29.5. Then Mullen Ryder, the Swedish driver, with a 1:27.6. Kurt Maestro with a 1:27.5 goes into P2. Then we have the Red Bull of Liam Redder. Adam Feats goes up to P3 with a 1:27.5. Dino F2 now up to P5 with a 1:27.7, and then we have the other AlphaTauri driver of Phoenix Gray, and the champion, the current champion of this division, goes P2 with a 1:27.1. So a really good lap times coming through. The South African, a Jazzaboy, with a 1:27.4. So really tight there. Only 0.2 of a second separating P4 to P7. So already very tight with only 9 drivers setting laps. Red Wildfire comes through in the Alfa Romeo with a 1:28.4. Then Top Gotcha, the Scotsman, comes through with a 1:30.3. We've got Eddie Dust in the Mercedes, who's going to be next towards the line. Eddie Dust goes up to P8, a 1:28.1. What about Adams in the Papaya? Into the pit lane he goes for the McLaren driver. Roadrunner is on an outlap. He will be the next to set a lap, so we'll stay on board with the Mercedes AMG Petronas driver of Roadrunner. The British driver down the pit wall, and to start his lap is teammate of Eddie Dust, currently in P8. So going down towards turn 1 for Roadrunner, over the curb and nice and tight, a little bit wide going into turn 2, but it won't hinder his lap too much as he just shoots down towards turn 4 now. This is the tricky part, and he's gone a little bit wide again, a little bit reluctant to go into the corners, but you'll get that, and Roadrunner will know he's got a lot more to offer in this lap as he invalidates. So just finding it a little bit tricky, but it's his first lap, it's his first attempt, and he's gonna get that way. He will then go again, and he'll start to feel a bit more comfortable. He'll get that little bit more confidence as the track progresses, and he starts to feel more at home here, and he'll start diving into the corners, making up time here, making up time there. But his first run, he's just a little bit reluctant to go into them, as you would be. You don't want to be making any silly mistakes and end up out of qualifying, so we get that for Roadrunner. Daddy Cool is on an outlap, and Top Gotcha is just in the pit lane. So Daddy Cool in the Alpine will be next to start his flying lap. So on board with Daddy Cool. This is a really good lap from the Alpine. You're just throwing this car around. Out of turn 10, 11 and 12 now for the Alpine driver, and then down towards turn 13. Purple sector 1 for the Alpine. But we don't know how true that is. But we'll take it as it is. I'm not saying that isn't possible, especially with the sector 1 that he's just put in there. Nice and tight to the wall there, a little bit early on the throttle, but he kept hold of it very well. And Daddy Cool is coming down the DRS straight towards the end of sector 2. Got the Aston Martin just dodging out the way of him. And the Alpine of Daddy Cool in towards turn 22 and 23. And DRS enabled once more. That battery just flat out now. And Daddy Cool coming down towards turn 27, the final corner. And this is actually a very good lap from Daddy Cool. Down towards the line, he goes down the pit wall to the line, and it's P9, a 1:28.3 from Daddy Cool. What about Tony Hakkinen, the Italian driver in the Williams? Is now out on track. And Johnny Reid will be watching this eagle-eyed. But he is already back out. No time wasted with Johnny. Straight back on track. Adams in the McLaren. Roadrunner did get a lap in. Goes up to P12. Adams has started his lap. What about the Dutchman of Smalley? He's just coming through sector 1 as the Haas is into the wall. And there's another Haas that's blocked. Smalley there. So Smalley will have to back out of his lap and go again. Has he got enough fuel to go again? It's Demir that is round, the Bosnian driver with no front wing here in Saudi Arabia in this qualifying sprint. Oh my God! Mummen Rider, the Swedishman, has just obliterated the Bosnian in the Haas. Demir is out. Mummen Rider is out. What a collision we have just had here in qualifying. Liam Racing is out in the Red Bull. Tony Hakkinen coming out of the final corner at turn 27. Down the pit straight. Here comes Tony Hakkinen up to P2, a 1:26.9. Wow, Adams in the McLaren did invalidate it. What about Smalley, who got hindered by that Haas? That was a huge collision. So Smalley will have to go again. So we'll just stay on board with him, see what sort of lap time he can set. What's going on, Red? How you doing? Good luck in the race. So Top Gotcha is out. So Mummen Rider's out. Top Gotcha's out. Liam Racing is out. And Demir is out. Already 4 DNFs before the sprints even started. So Smalley needs to get a good lap in. His fuel is flashing. So this might be it. I think Johnny Reid is also on a lap. Here comes the AlphaTauri driver out of turn 27. Smalley's just cracked. We've just missed it. Johnny Reid to the line at 1:26.3. Unbelievable. And we just went off board with Smalley to catch the end of Johnny Reid's lap and missed him crashing out here in Jeddah. Devil and Red, and it is going to be Red that comes through first in the Alfa Romeo. I think there's an Aston Martin there of Jonathan. Jonathan is just in front. I don't know if he's on a lap. No, he's on a cool down lap. Here comes Adam Fleets. He's also going into the pit lane, so we'll go back on board with Red Wildfire in the Alfa Romeo. In towards turn 27 for Red Wildfire. Down the pit straight we go. And it's going to be a 1:28.1 P11 from Red Wildfire. What about Devil Rejected? He's down on his lap time. Adams is now on an outlap. So is MFC F1 Cinders. Eddie Dust is into the pit lane. Dino's in the garage. Kurt Maestro is back out in the Alpine on an outlap. Jazzaboy in the other Alfa Romeo is, I think, was potentially on a lap, but not anymore. So this is getting very tasty now. It's all to play for with just under 6 minutes to go. Still time for the drivers to get into the pits and get back out. So Adams will be next. We'll stay on board with the McLaren driver and see what he can get done here. So Adams in at the McLaren, and off we go for his flying lap. 5-minute marker. The drivers now have 5 minutes for their last run. In towards turn 2 for the McLaren driver. Through turn 3 and down towards turn 4. The left-hander just trying to stay away from that wall. Easing off the throttle there for Adams, but nice and tight through turn 5 and 6. Through turns 7 and 8 we go, and then 9 and 10 come at you very quickly. That was a very nice line for the McLaren. Down towards turn 11, 12, and then their left-handed hairpin at turn 13 for the McLaren driver of Adams. Round turn 13 we go, and up towards turn 14, just head down on the throttle, absolutely flat out as we hit turn 16 and 17. Got that okay, I would say, Adams. I know he's probably thinking in his head there's a little bit more in there for me, but it wasn't bad at all. Through turn 19, DRS enabled, up towards turn 20 and 21 with that DRS about to be activated once more in sector 3. He slams it down, opens that rear wing, and down through 26 towards turn 27. Through turn 27 for the McLaren driver, and now down the pit wall. Where can the McLaren go? He's currently in P17. Here comes Adams to the line, goes up to P8 just in front of his teammate, a 1:27.6. MSC F1 Cinders goes up to P14 with a 1:28.6. Devil rejected, Roadrunner all on outlaps now, so is Dino F2. Phoenix Gray's on an outlap, Adams has set his lap, Kurt Meister in the Alpine is going into the pit lane. Has he got enough time to get back out? We shall see. So we are on board with the current world champion, the Scotsman of Phoenix Grey. Down towards turn 1 we go in the AlphaTauri. His teammate currently on provisional pole through turn 1 and 2 for the number 91 car. Round turn 3 and down towards turn 4. Nice and tight through there, through turn 5 and 6. Through turn 7 and 8 we go. Just absolutely flat out, and then just easing off the brake pedal as we go through turn 9 and 10. Sorry, the throttle pedal. Through turn 13, nice and tight to the wall as the AlphaTauri driver goes through there. And he's putting everything on the line with 2 minutes to go in qualifying for this sprint race here in Saudi Arabia. Beautiful lines taken from the champion of Phoenix Grey. Through turn 20 we go now with that DRS enabled, down towards turn 22 and 23. Spot on, absolutely spot on for the AlphaTauri driver. Is he going to get close to Tony Hakkinen, the Italian's time? Down through turn 26 and down towards the final corner at turn 27. His final run for the AlphaTauri driver of Phoenix Grey. Is he going to challenge the Italian of Tony Hakkinen? Here comes Phoenix Grey to the line. It's a 1:27.1. He did improve, but not enough, and stays P3. Jonathan, the Dutchman, will be next. He's on a lap. He's cooling down. He's going to have to go again. Devil rejected in the Ferrari. He's coming down towards the line. He is improving up to P15. He goes. So Jonathan will go for another lap. Tony Hakkinen in the Williams. He's just starting his flying lap now. His penultimate lap. Johnny will get another one in as well. He's going again. He's got the feeling for it. Devil rejected in the Ferrari. Goes off track. He's already set his lap. Red Wildfire starting her lap. Eddie Dust on an outlap. Daddy Cool is coming. There's so many drivers on outlaps. I will try and get up with the leader. I think it is Tony Hakkinen in the Williams. No, Jonathan in the Aston Martin. So we'll go on board with the Dutchman as he comes round turn 13 for the Aston Martin driver. He is putting it all on the line now. Coming through sector 2. Down towards turn 16 and 17. DRS is now enabled as we go through turn 20. That rear wing just closing back up as he grips to the track through turn 22. The checkered flag has been waved here in Jeddah. Jazzaboy can do no more. Cinders can do no more. It's down to Jonathan. Phoenix Grey just coming down the pit straight. Here comes Jonathan out of turn 27. He's got the Williams behind him as Tony Hakkinen. Here comes Jonathan to the line. Goes P5. What about Tony Hakkinen? Into the pit lane he goes. He's not going to be able to improve. I think Devil Rejected is also going into the pit lane. He is. There's another, I think that might be an Alpine that's coming through. It is. It's Daddy Cool who's also going into the pit lane. Red Wildfire going into the pits. Nobody's going to the line. Roadrunner can do no more. Dino in the Ferrari is going to be the next driver to the line. He is improving his 2 temps, so goes P6. What about the Red Bull of Adam Fleets? He's going to be next. He's half a second up, down to the line. Goes up to P3. What a lap from Adam Fleets. Johnny Reed is improving even more. Can he get any quicker? So close to the wall out of turn 27. Down the pit straight. Here comes Johnny Reed. A 1:26.0. Unbelievable. An absolutely incredible lap. Kurt Maestro will be the last driver to hit the line, and the Alpine driver goes up to P5. At this point, it should be illegal. 8/10 of a second quicker than the rest of the field. Incredible. Pole position for the Northern Irishman of Johnny Reed in the AlphaTauri. The number 34 car has put on a dominant display here in qualifying. So Johnny Reed takes pole position here in Saudi Arabia. Tony Hakkinen in the Williams will start alongside him on the front row of this sprint race. Adam Fleets on the second row of the grid in the Red Bull, alongside him the world champion of Phoenix Gray in the AlphaTauri in P4. On the third row of the grid it's Kurt Maestro in the Alpine in P5, with Jazz Boy in the Alfa Romeo alongside him in P6. On the fourth row of the grid it's Jonathan in the Aston Martin in P7, and Dino F2 in the Ferrari alongside him in P8. On the fifth row of the grid, it's a locked out McLaren row. It's Adams and Mum and Ryder that come through. Mum and Ryder, that collision with Demir. Then comes Daddy Cool, Eddie Dust, Red Wildfire, Cinders, Devil Rejected, Roadrunner, Top Gotcha, Liam Racing Smalley, and Demir.
The new season of MSC F1 Esports is here, with tonight round 2 of season 3 here in Jeddah.
Never die.
And it's the lights out and away we go.
Can you hear them screaming out your
Nimble, ART Taylor, Adam Fleets going in towards 2.
never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed far reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the silence big. It's deep in their bones, they'll ride into smoke when the fire is big. No, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die.
Here we go. This is it for MSC round 2 here in Saudi Arabia for the Masters division. And it's lights out and away we go as they shoot down towards turn 1. It's Tony Hakkinen that's got the inside line going into turn 1. The Red Bull of Adam Fleece clatters into Johnny Reid in the AlphaTauri, who comes back on track in front of the Alpine driver, trying to make a move. Here comes Phoenix Gray. His teammate goes through. Eddie Dust has made up 4 places. Danny Gill and the Alpine making up 2. Johnny Reid still getting swallowed up and into the wall he goes. Johnny Reid with damage and he's right to the back of this grid. Jonathan, the Dutchman, is through on Adams. Cinders, that is Dino in the Ferrari that goes off track with Devil Rejected. Jazzaboy goes out wide, who's lost 6 places. Devil Rejected is now through on Demir in the Haas. Dino is down 3 places. Demir is up 10. Here comes Dino on the back of Demir. Smalley, the Dutchman, is through on Eddie Dust in the Mercedes. Top Gotcha is from Red Wildfire. She got damaged. The AlphaTauri, Johnny Reid goes wide in towards turn 13. It's Adams in the McLaren that is losing positions. And into the wall he goes. Tony Hakkinen is now your race leader on lap 1. Adam Fleets in P2. Kurt Meister in P3. Phoenix Gray sticking out in P4. But as Jonathan chasing him down, and Jazzaboy is out of this Grand Prix. Into the wall he goes. Roadrunner in the Mercedes just clapping into the wall there and just give Demir an opportunity, who also does the same thing. Here comes Smalley in the Aston Martin. So gotcha. Liam Racing is through on Demir, the Ferrari, and the Red Bull going wheel to wheel down towards turn 27. But at the end of that one, it is Tony Hakkinen that leads the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Kurt Maestro is into the pit lane with damage as well. Devil Rejected is coming through on Cinders. Cinders has made up 8 places. Devil Rejected has made up 10. Liam Racing has made up 11. There was so much drama at the front of this grid, and the back markers have absolutely capitalised here. 7 drivers in the pit lane at the end of lap 1 is unreal. 8 drivers and 1 DNF. That is 9 drivers with damage on lap 1 here in the sprint race. Incredible. Jonathan still chasing down Phoenix Gray. Cinders on the back of Devil Rejected, just slipping and sliding, but so is Devil Rejected in the Ferrari. I tell you what, these drivers have got a great opportunity to score some good points in this sprint race as the Ferrari goes wide. Here comes Cinders in the Williams for an opportunity to make a move on the Scuderia as they shoot down towards turn 23. The Williams is right on the tail of the Ferrari and he's going to make the move. He's going to get it done. The Ferrari tails him, but the Williams is through. Into turn 23 they go. Can the Ferrari respond through turn 25? He's right on his tail. Look at this for racing between the Ferrari and the Williams. And the Ferrari will have to go the long way round, but Cinders will do everything he can do to cover that Scuderia off. But the Ferrari has got that straight line speed, and here he comes on the softer tyre compound. Down towards turn 1, Devil Rejected is back in front for the meantime. No, he's not. Cinders has kept the inside line. And here comes the Ferrari of Devil Rejected. Wheel to wheel they go. Cinders is back in front in P5. What a race between these two. Devil Rejected will try and stick with the Williams now. In towards turn 13. That is a yellow flag. That is Smalley. The Dutchman is round in the Aston Martin. Things going from bad to worse here. He's already up 8 places and Mullen Ryder is out and into the wall. His car is in a heap. And Cinders, no, Cinders is out. He's crashed into the wall. Cinders was having an amazing race and he is out. Devil Rejected has been left in P5 in acres of space now. Smalley and Kurt Maestro having a little coming together there, the Alpine and the Aston Martin. Eddie Dust on the back of Red Wildfire, the Mercedes on the back of the Alfa Romeo. That's another yellow flag. I don't know who that is for, though. Oh, did I just see somebody? No. Smalley does have that DRS on Kurt Maestro. And Eddie Dust right on the tail of Red Wildfire now as they go down towards turn 27. Looks like the Mercedes will try to make the move. And Eddie Dust into the slipstream he goes. DRS enabled. Doesn't even really need to touch the battery at this point. And through goes the Mercedes on Red Wildfire. Look at the gaps, they've just opened up. There's nobody within 2.5 seconds of each other apart from Red and Eddie Dust. Liam Racing is catching up to Devil Rejected, the Red Bull driver, chasing down the Ferrari on lap 5 of 9 of this sprint race. But Tony Hakkinen putting an Italian job on this race. And he's putting on he's showing a spectacle once more. And it looks, unless Adam Fleets can do something here, it looks like Tony Hakkinen will take the maximum points in this sprint. That's another yellow flag. That's the Aston Martin of Smalley once more that is round. The Dutchman not having the best of sprint races. And into the wall he goes. Daddy Killer's into the pit lane. Kurt Maestro is throwing Johnny Reid. Wow. So we didn't see that. When did that happen? Did Johnny make a mistake? The AlphaTauri is going to try and come back at him. Daddy Kill is out of this race for now. DRS is now enabled for the AlphaTauri driver. What about Liam Racing on the back of Devil Rejected? Down towards turn 27, the Ferrari and the Red Bull. The Red Bull driver got a good exit out of turn 27. He will have that DRS. This is going to be an easy move for Liam Racing. Goes to the left and will take that P5 away from the Ferrari of Devil Rejected. What about Johnny Reid on Kurt Maestro, who's just gone into turn 27 now? On lap 6 of 9 of this sprint race. DRS enabled, looks a little bit too far back. Is he going to go for it? Jonathan is out from P4. Jonathan has lost it. Oh, he's lost it at turn 6 in. How has he lost it? Oh, he must have hit the wall. Jonathan from P4 in this race. He will be devastated with that. So Johnny's still chasing down Kurt Maestro, but has Johnny got damage? I think he might be missing an end plate here. He is missing an end plate. I was noticing he was not taking the usual line you would see Johnny take. So yeah, he's missing an end plate, but at this stage of the race, is it even worth pitting? We'll see. Devil Rejected still chasing down Liam. Yeah, Mum and Ryder, that start was horrendous. 9 drivers got damage on that first lap. 8 of them ended up in the pit lane and 1 retired. But sometimes you got to take the rough with the smooth, haven't you, really? Some races will be smooth and some will be rough. It's just all part and part of racing. Here comes Kurt Maestro on Top Gotcha in P7. Here comes Kurt Maestro in the Alpine to take it away from him for now. Johnny is losing tremendous amounts of time now with that missing end plate. Devil Rejected still wanting that position. I tell you what, with Jonathan out the way, Liam Racing up to P4 and Devil Rejected in P5. This is amazing for these two. This might not be true, but I've got a feeling that This could be Liam and Devil Rejected close to the highest finish here. Even if it's a sprint race, it is still a race. So Devil Rejected has lost that DRS to Liam. Tony Hakkinen, 3.8 clear, going on to lap 8, 2 laps remaining. Adam Fleets in P2, he does have a time penalty, and it is 3 seconds. Oh, Adam's just made a huge mistake there, just clattered into the wall coming out of turn 27. If Phoenix Gray can make up a second, he will pinch that P2 away from him. Johnny has been overtaken by Top Gotcha, and now he's got Dino hunting him down. The Ferrari sees him in his sights, eyeing up a wounded soldier in front. But he's not going to take it easy. Dino is going for the jugular here, and he's chasing down this injured AlphaTauri. And the Ferrari wants this position. How long can Johnny Reed hold on for? His Ferrari teammate Devil Rejected up to P5. And Liam, what a race from Liam here. Phoenix Gray is losing a little bit time to Adam Fleets. He needed to try and make up around about a second. I tell you what, Johnny, considering he's got a missing end plate, he's doing everything he can to keep that gap around 1.5 to Dino. But through Sector 1, it's just inevitable that Dino will catch up to him, because Johnny he can't do anything through Sector 1. Here comes Dino now in the Ferrari, down towards turn 13 to go. He's going to go for the move. And the Ferrari driver down the inside of the AlphaTauri. Nothing Johnny can do about that. And Dino is up to P9. That is a yellow flag, and that is a McLaren. I think that is Adams. It is, who is round. Johnny does get DRS, so that might have saved him a little bit. Surely he's not going to come back for the overtake. That would be a bit cheeky. Yeah, look at that. He can't even make the corners properly. Really unfortunate for him. But we do go on to the final lap of this Grand Prix, and the leader is Tony Hakkinen by 4 seconds to Adam Fleets, who leads to Phoenix Gray. And Adam has opened up a nice gap now. Even with that penalty, he will stay in P2. Look at Johnny. He's chasing down Dino. He's doing everything, but he'll lose all of that time through Sector 1. Smalley is out. That makes it both Aston Martins out of this sprint race. And Johnny is going to go for it down the inside of the Ferrari driver in towards turn 1, and Dino will have to do it all over again. Kurt Maestro chasing down Roadrunner. Will he get him before the finish line? Dino in the Ferrari coming through Sector 1 now. And the Ferrari driver is just so much quicker through this sector, just bumping the AlphaTauri along. And Kurt Maestro is right on the tail of this Mercedes for P6. It'll be an extra point on the board. Tony Hakkinen comes out of turn 27, and the Italian driver will take home the sprint win. Tony Hakkinen takes the race victory in the sprint race. Adam Fleets will come in P2. Phoenix Gray will take the podium in the sprint. Roadrunner has been overtaken by Kurt Maestro, so he did get him. Johnny Reed has been overtaken by Dino. It was just a matter of not how, but when. And Eddie Dust chasing down Demir now as well. But Liam Racing, what a finish from him. He will come through in P4 in this sprint race. And Devil Rejected in P5. Might have to change his name to Devil Accepted. Kurt Maestro will take P6. And Roadrunner in the Mercedes in P7. ARC Top Gotcha is going to come through. Johnny Reed and Dino are still battling here. If Johnny Reed hadn't have slipped there, he would have had an opportunity to get him on the line, but it is Dino that was going to come through and take P9. What about Eddie Dust on Demir? A little bit too far back. And then Red Wildfire and Adams will complete the finished drivers. Yeah, Red, at least you finished. Jesus, what a race. So your sprint results, Tony Hakkinen takes the victory from P2 on the grid. Adam Fleets finishes in P2 and Phoenix Gray takes P3. But Liam Racing from 18th on the grid takes P4 in the sprint race. Devil Rejected comes through in P5. Kurt Meister in P6, Roadrunner in P7, Top Gotcha in P8. You've got drivers who started in P18, P15, P16, P17 and P20 in the top 11. It is crazy, but what a result for the sprint for some of these drivers. And it's given them a great starting point and an advantageous position for the race here in Jeddah. And I can't wait for this. Johnny Reed did finish in top 10, but
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fast-paced world of MSC F1 Esports. Join us as we witness the world's top talent battle it out in the ultimate virtual racing showdown. Get ready for heart-stopping moments, breathtaking overtakes, and unforgettable memories. This is MSC F1 Esports. Let the race begin.
see for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go.
Good evening, my people up in the chandeliers. The wine and dining, the menu is blood, sweat, and tears. Everybody ready, raining down confetti. Champions are born right now. Ain't about the glamour, click goes the hammer. Run when you hear that sound. Heroes never die, gonna make it to the finish line. We know we survive.
Excellent job, mate.
Slide. Their dreams just keep dripping out of their golden cups. I'm starving, leftovers ain't enough. Ain't about the royals, they do nothing for you. All you got is you right now. Who is gonna conquer? Better never count me out. Heroes never die, gonna make it to the finish line. We know we survive, even if we crawl to the finish line. Power belated, underdog dreaming, don't need no tears. World's gotta see it. Heroes never die, gonna make it to the finish line. Make it to the finish line every day.
See, we'll look for a move on Jonathan. Here comes the McLaren of DMT. Oh, he goes left and then to the right, and he makes the move. That was clean, crisp, and quality racing from the McLaren driver up to P6. Then this round, oh my God! That's enough. Phoenix Gray once again has shown
You are the new champion of the world.
The new season of MSC F1 Esports is here, with tonight round 2 of season 3 here in Jeddah.
just trying to hold position, hold rank, and do everything he can do to stay in position. And Johnny Reid now has the Alpine setting his sights. He's already up 5 places. Jazzaboy is through on Eddie Dust, and nothing the Mercedes could do about that one, but can he respond? Johnny Reid on the back of the Alpine. We're about to see another attack. He's already got 5 of them under his belt in this feature race. Oh, what happened there? That is Adam Fleets that is round in the Red Bull and with damage. Adams in the McLaren is back through on Eddie Dust. The DRS is now enabled. Liam Racing is back up to P5. And Kurt Maestro is into the pit lane as well. Did Adam get damage or did he not? No, he didn't. Very lucky that for the Red Bull driver. Johnny Reid now up into the podiums and into P7. And the chase is on to his teammate. He has battled through the carnage and he's come out unscathed. Devil rejected on the back of Demir. And through sector 1 they go. Demir has got a missing end plate, as you can tell with the way Devil rejected is taking them corners compared to Demir. Ferrari driver in towards turn 13. He goes, he gets a good exit. He just needs to put the power down now. Demir is on the faster tyre compound. Johnny Reid still chasing down his teammate. Here comes Devil Rejected. Over the corner goes Demir. And here comes the Ferrari. And through goes Devil Rejected. And up to P6. Mum and Ryder on the back of the Alpine of Daddy Cool, who also goes wide. And Mum and Ryder is through. The Dutchman of Smalley will look on the back of the Alpine and see as an opportunity for him to take. And not just yet. Maybe actually. No, just backs out there, Smalley. Demir trying to stick with the Ferrari with that hindered front wing. He is going to pit. Not much he can do from that position. Here comes Smalley. He was looking for the move maybe a little bit too early. And he will have that DRS. Can he get him in towards turn 1? I think he might be a little bit far back. Is he going to make the lunge for it? Smalley does. Yeah, oh no, he backs out. Good racing from the pair of them, the Alpine and the Aston Martin. Smalley still on the back of Daddy Cool. Eddie Dust on the back of Top Gotcha now in towards turn 27. Johnny Reid is now within DRS range of his teammate. Kurt Maestro is in. Sorry, I think that was Demir into the pit lane. That is Smalley that is through on Daddy Cool. And the Alpine looks like he's made a mistake. Eddie Dust is through on Top Gotcha finally. Can Top Gotcha respond? Not just yet. And here comes Johnny Reid. Will there be tactics between the two AlphaTauris? Jonathan is out. Jonathan is out in sector 1 again. And after an amazing qualifying, the races have just not gone his way. After sitting in P4 in the sprint race, he is out in P20 in the feature race. And the two AlphaTauris do swap places. Tactics come into play here, both on the same strategy, but Johnny Reid has been let go by his teammate. The charge is on. Here comes Liam racing in the Red Bull on the Ferrari of Dino F2, and Liam is through and up to P4 again. I tell you what, Liam has done an amazing job to stay in position here. Kurt Maestro is through on Demir. Demir with that repaired front wing. But he will have DRS and the Bosnian coming through on the Alpine. Oh, they just touched the Bosnian and the British driver. A little coming together. Demir will get that second dose of DRS. And here he comes once more, the Haas driver on the Alpine down towards turn 1, and Demir is through. Daddy Cool now into the pit lane. Adam Fleets is on the back of Devil Rejected in towards turn 13. 5 laps down, 20 to go here in Jeddah. Kurt Maestro still tailing Demir. Daddy Cool is through on Top Gotcha. And Adam Fleets is finally through on Devil Rejected. The Red Bull is through on the Ferrari. And Kurt Maestro will have an opportunity to get past Demir with that DRS enabled very shortly. And Eddie Dust on his teammate of Roadrunner in towards turn 13. So there's a few positions being eyed up here. DRS is now enabled for the Alpine. Eddie Dust is through on his teammate, so a tactical decision from the two Mercedes. Kurt will have to just wait for another opportunity. Here comes Devil Rejected on Adam Fleets. And just was not able to get that move done there. And what about Kurt Maestro with that DRS? I think he's going to wait for the pitch straight. He is. And the Alpine driver will probably make this look pretty easy, and he is going to. Here comes the Alpine on the Haas driver, and Kurt Maestro, the British driver, on the Bosnian, down towards turn 1, takes P12 away from the Haas driver. Jazzaboy on the back of his teammate of Red Wildfire, and she just lets him through. And the tactics are in play for all the drivers. We've seen the Red Bulls, we've seen the Ferraris, the Alfa Romeos, the Mercedes, the Alfa Tauris, all swapping positions. It's been amazing tactical racing so far in these opening 6 laps. But the two Ferraris and the two Red Bulls are in phenomenal racing positions here. Demir will try and stay with Kurt for as long as possible. Sorry guys, I might be it, I do apologise. Jazzaboy through on Devil Rejected, and the Alfa Romeo driver is through on the Ferrari. Nothing Devil could do about that, and the South African is up to P7. Demir still chasing down Kurt at the moment. So Adam Fleets is now behind his teammate, but in front of Dino with that amazing overtake on the Ferrari. And what a battle we witnessed as well. Here comes Demir with that DRS on the Alpine in towards turn 27. Can he get this position back? The Haas driver got a great exit out of turn 27. Here comes Demir on Kurt Maestro into the slipstream. Moves to the right to get the move done. And Demir is through on the Alpine in towards turn 1. Adam Fleets is now very close to his teammate. We've seen so much teamwork going on in this race so far. Are we going to see even more here on lap 8? Does Liam move to the side and let Adam through? We shall see. And the Red Bull driver, doesn't hinder him at all. Says, off you go. The Red Bulls are having a phenomenal race. Liam lets him through, and now Dino will try and capitalise on that switch. Kurt Maestro on the back of Demir going in towards turn 13. Dino needs that DRS. Jazzaboy can see them coming. And Liam Racing looks like he was about to make a move. Johnny Reid is into the pit lane. He's going for the undercut. Adams is out. Adams is out. He's crashed it, the McLaren driver. Oh, he's in the middle of the track. Oh, he did ghost, thank God. So Johnny Reid is into the pits. He's going for the undercut. Liam did not pass his teammate, but they did open up a little gap to Dino. Demir on the back of Kurt Maestro now. The Haas driver on the back of the Alpine coming out of turn 27. Is he going to get the move done in towards turn 1 again? The Bosnian on the British driver. Is he a little bit far back this time? He is. So great defensive racing from Kurt Maestro. Dino, Jazzaboy just watching these drivers in front. The Ferrari of Dino and the Red Bull of Liam Racing. Phoenix Gray driving a phenomenal race here in the AlphaTauri, the number 91 driver. And then Tony Hakkinen, the Italian, leading the way once more. The Haas driver, who is that? That's Demir, who was having that amazing battle with Kurt Maestro. Then he's round here. Johnny Reid is going for that undercut, and he's going to use Mum Rider with a little bit of extra pace with that DRS enabled. Johnny Reid in the AlphaTauri is through on the McLaren and up to P9. Here comes Jazzaboy, the man from South Africa, in the Alfa Romeo on the Ferrari of Dino F2 down towards turn 27. And Jazzaboy is up to P5. Tony Hakkinen has responded to Johnny Reid's undercut. So has his teammate of Phoenix Gray. Into the pits they go. Tony's onto the hard tyres. What about Phoenix Gray? Adam Fleets is now your race leader. Phoenix Gray's into the pit lane. The Scotsman is coming in off the softs, potentially for the mediums. Do we see the mediums? No, straight onto the hards. No chances here today, and I'm not surprised. Kurt Maestro and Smalley coming in towards turn 27. And the Alpine just clatters into the back of the Aston Martin. DRS enabled. The Aston Martin goes into the pit lane and leaves Kurt Maestro into nice fresh air to race into. Johnny Reid is only 2 seconds behind Tony Hakkinen, but he needs to get a move on. He'll already have them warm tyres, so Tony will know that Johnny Reid is chasing him down with heat into his tyres, temperatures are in the wheels, in towards turn 13. Adam Fleets is round. The Red Bull of Adam Fleets is round. He's lost position. Johnny Reid and Devil Rejected. Johnny Reid has just lost a load of time. I think he had to give Devil Rejected the position back, which has hindered him so much when he had so much heat into the tyres. And Johnny Reid had to give it back to the Ferrari, but the AlphaTauri is through once more. Top Gotcha is through on Smalley out of the pit lane. Mullen Rider is through on Red Wildfire in the Alfa Romeo. The McLaren is up to P8. Devil trying to stay. Tony Hakkinen on the back of the Ferrari of Dino F2 now, and Jazzaboy on Liam Racing. Liam Racing is your race leader. How many times are we going to say that this season? Into the pit lane he goes. Jazzaboy stays out. Dino chases him down into the pits. And Johnny Reid knows that he's got Tony Hakkinen in his sights. He could have potentially made that undercut work had he not have had that little to do with the Ferrari. Red Wildfire on the back of Mum Rider. And the Ferrari's double stacked. Devil Rejected had to wait for Dino to come out. Cinders on the back of Eddie Dust. Cinders goes for the inside move. That was a brave move from the Williams. He loses it. Oh no. Cinders lost the rears. Clatters into Eddie Dust and into the wall goes the Mercedes, who is just thinking about what's just happened there. Cinders goes into the pit lane. Eddie Dust driving very slowly, just wondering what he does from here now. So unfortunate. Here comes Tony Hakkinen on Jazzaboy, the Italian on the South African. DRS is enabled for the Williams. That will not help Johnny Reid on his undercut attempt. Kurt Maestro on Dino F2. You got Liam Racing still in P7. Fair play to him. He's having a cracker of a Grand Prix this evening. Kurt Maestro right on the tail of that Ferrari. And that is Eddie Dust into the pits. Maybe a new front wing. Smalley on the Roadrunner. Smalley through. Tony Hakkinen is going to make the move on Jasper. Demir is out. Demir is out of this Grand Prix. Tony Hakkinen goes for the inside move. And the Williams retains the lead of this Grand Prix. Johnny will light the sights of him battling with the Alfa Romeo. Red Wildfire is finally into the pit lane as well. On lap 12, Kurt Maestro will look for a move on this Ferrari of Dino F2. Just a little bit too far back though. I don't think it's out of the question for Johnny to be battling with Tony Hakkinen shortly, you know. He's going to have DRS on Jazzaboy now. Adam Fleets, the Red Bull on the Alpine. And Adam Fleets is through on Kurt Maestro. No battle put up for the Alpine driver. Johnny Reed on Jazzaboy does want to make this move as quick as possible, but does he go before turn 27? He's chancing it, he's going for it, and Johnny Reed has gone for the overtake before turn 27. Can Johnny Reed hold that off? Dino is through on Liam Racing. Jazzaboy will try and come back at the AlphaTauri here. Has Johnny done enough to stay in front though? Here comes Jazzaboy in the Alfa Romeo, who stays behind the AlphaTauri. Liam Racing on Dino, he's coming right back at him. Look at the aerial shots of this Red Bull and Ferrari scrapping it out in towards turn 27. The Ferrari driver got a great exit and will now chase down the Red Bull to take that position right back out of his hands. And he does, and Eddie Dust is out of this Grand Prix, and Dino is back up to P7. The two Red Bulls once more might be trading places shortly. Devil Rejected up to P9. Kurt Maestro in the Alpine into the pits. Cinders is through on top. Gotcha the Williams on the Haas. Johnny Reed 2.4 behind Tony Hakkinen. Adam sees his teammate in front, and I'm sure that the Red Bulls will once more do what they did previously. But the thing is, Liam's obviously racing his own race as well here, and he's looking for probably one of his best finishes. So it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't make it that easy. Red Wildfire on the Ferrari of Devil Rejected. And Adam Fleets is going to go for the move now. Puts down that battery charge. And Adam in the Red Bull is through on his teammate of Liam Racing. And a good little swap of positions there for the Red Bull. Here comes Red Wildfire in the Alfa Romeo on the Ferrari of Devil Rejected. In towards turn 23 they go. Dino is round. I think, no, he's getting overtaken by both the Red Bulls. And into the wall there goes Liam Racing. Made a slight mistake, hopefully didn't get damaged. Mum and Ryder is finally into the pit lane and onto the mediums. Liam is going to try and make the move on Dino once more, looking for the inside line. The Red Bull driver just backs out. Good racing from the pair of them. Devil Rejected being overtaken by the Alfa Romeo of Red Wildfire. She's up to P8. But they're wheel to wheel, the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo. Nothing to separate them. The two drivers putting it all on the line as they come through Sector 1 down towards Turn 4. And Red goes back in front into P8. Kurt Maestro on his teammate and they swap positions. Daddy Cool letting Kurt Maestro through. And Devil Rejected will try and stay with Red Wildfire for as long as possible now. Lap 14, 11 to go. So I think Liam battling with Dino has helped Adam Fleets here. Phoenix Grey having a brilliant race. Is Jazzaboy pitted yet? How has Phoenix Grey ended up 16 seconds behind Jazzaboy? No, he's not pitted yet. So that will move both AlphaTauris up into the podiums. Devil Rejected with that DRS down towards turn 23, but it's the Alpha that just stays in front for now. Here comes the Ferrari driver. for another move on the Alfa Romeo. Devil Rejected on Red Wildfire round the outside of turn 26, down towards 27. And Red will try and get it straight back. Adam Fleet sets the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. Here comes Red Wildfire in the Alfa Romeo. And through she goes. Literally down towards turn 1. And the Alfa Romeo driver is back up to P8. Oh, wow, look at that from the Ferrari. Right back down the inside of the Alfa Romeo. And they have a little coming together. Unbelievable racing from the two of them. Johnny Reed still only 2.9 behind Tony Hakkinen. We know this is a strong circuit for the AlphaTauri driver. Daddy Cool is into the pit lane. And Devil in towards turn 13. The Ferrari driver still looking for that P8 off the Ferrari. Off the Alfa Romeo, sorry. That Ferrari is so close to the rear diffuser. And we'll get that DRS once more. Daddy Cool and Top Gotcha both into the pit lane. And look at this, in towards turn 23. The Ferrari backed out, goes a little bit deep. Jazzaboy is finally into the pits. DRS enabled for the Ferrari. Is he going to be patient this time though? He is. He is going to be patient, and now he will have the DRS coming out of turn 27. Did he get a good enough exit though? The Ferrari driver opens that rear wing. They're getting chased down by Mum and Ryder here as they continue to squabble, and goes for the inside line now, the Ferrari. And Devil Rejected is through as Red Wildfire tries the old switcheroo as Mum and Ryder starting to catch up to them. Mum and Ryder has a lot fresher tyres. Jazzaboy on the back of Dino, who has them fresh tyres now as well. He's in a great position in the Alfa Romeo. But what an amazing battle we are witnessing here between the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo. Something to admire in towards turn 13. Mum and Ryder looking for these moves now on them fresher tyres. And the McLaren driver will look for a move. Jazzaboy is through on Dino. The other Alfa Romeo has made a move, and one Alfa Romeo gains a position, another loses one. And Mum and Ryder is going to go for the double overtake. No, he's going to be patient in towards turn 23. And he is going to hold back and take his time with this. And Mum and Ryder with that DRS on the Ferrari will go for the move, but has he left himself open down in towards turn 1? Devil Rejected a little bit deep there. Red got a really good exit out of the chicane. And the Alfa Romeo driver might capitalise on the deep entrance from Devil Rejected. DRS enabled, and the wheel to wheel once more. Round the outside goes the Alfa Romeo. And switches back. What a move from Red Wildfire. Can she get it done? They're still scrapping it out, but that was an amazing switch back. The Ferrari down the inside. Now that is what you call racing. Hats off to Devil Rejected and Red Wildfire here. This is beautiful. That is online motorsport racing at its finest. Daddy Cool with that time penalty. You know what, Demir? We all go through bad stages. Every single one of us. Devil Rejected in that Ferrari, still chasing down the Alfa Romeo. They're getting so much airtime, but wow, they deserve it. The Ferrari still chasing down the Alfa Romeo in towards turn 22 and 23. The Ferrari making a slight mistake. Looked like he just slid through there, but he's still there and thereabouts. Adam Fleet's chasing down Phoenix Gray. And the Ferrari driver going down in towards turn 1 is going to try the move once more. Can he get a better exit? We've got the backmarker of Roadrunner wanting to get involved. He just wants to race with somebody, okay? Fair play to him. He's still in this race and still going. Devil Rejected couldn't make the move this time. Now, as I say that, he retires. That's the 2 Mercedes out of this Grand Prix. So Adam Fleets has Phoenix Grey setting his sights. 1.3 is the gap. Mum and Ryder looking at the back of the Red Bull of Liam Rayson. Remember, he's on them fresh tyres and he is absolutely flying. Devil Rejected once more looking on the back of Red Wildfire in the Alfa Romeo. Liam Racing has been overtaken by Mum and Ryder. Down to P8 goes Liam. What about Devil Rejected into P13, into turn 13? Adam Fleets is nearly within DRS range of the AlphaTauri. Makes a slight mistake in the entrance of turn 23. Tony Hakkinen 3.2 clear of Johnny Reed, who still chases the 2 AlphaTauri in the podium positions, but Adam Fleets eyeing that podium up. Devil Rejected. Sure, he's eyeing up this P9 off the Alfa Romeo. They got a nice gap of 12 seconds to Kurt Maestro with 6 laps to go. And the Ferrari driver in towards turn 27 they go. Red Wildfire might just hold him off one more lap. Devil Rejected does not want to lose this DRS. And Adam Fleets is now within DRS range of the AlphaTauri. Phoenix Grey is going to have to use all of his championship skill and experience to hold him off. The Scotsman knows what he has to do here. There's a reason he's a world champion, and I'm sure he will do everything he can in his power to defend this position. But Adam is flying. Phoenix is on the longer lasting tyre, but Adam on the faster. Devil Rejected looks like he's made a mistake. 1.3 behind Red Wildfire now. He's given her a gap and she's taken it. But Adam Fleets still chasing down that sister car of the AlphaTauri with 5 laps to go. Johnny Reed still only 2.9 behind Tony Hakkinen. Here comes Adam Fleets in the Red Bull on the AlphaTauri down towards turn 27, and Adam Fleets is through and into the podiums. Can Phoenix Grey respond? Can he do anything? DRS will be enabled for the AlphaTauri driver. He's low on battery, but it doesn't matter at this stage. He's got that straight line speed. He's got the DRS. He just needs to stick with Adam Fleets now. Oh, he's got a 3-second time penalty. Phoenix Grey will be rubbing his hands together. Now, Adam Fleets doesn't just need to get past Phoenix Grey like he has done now. He now needs to create a 3-second gap. Phoenix, let me have a look at the tyres here. 10 laps for Phoenix, 9 for Adam. I tell you what, before the end of this race, I think them tyres will become a lot quicker for Phoenix Grey. But look at Jazza Boy. He is absolutely flying on them fresh mediums, and he is now setting his sights on the champion of Phoenix Grey. The South African driver of Jazza Boy is having a phenomenal drive here in Saudi Arabia. I'm just going to grab a quick drink, guys. So Jazza Boy did get through on Phoenix Grey. He got the move done. Sorry, I was just grabbing a drink, guys. So Phoenix Grey just needs to stay with him now. I think Jazza Boy's got an opportunity to get a podium here. He's on so much fresher tyres than the drivers in front of him. He's not got much airtime today, but I think he deserves a little bit. Tony Hakkinen has not put a foot wrong on a very, very difficult circuit. Also, Johnny Reid, who started in P10, is up to P2, and he's still catching up to Tony Hakkinen. So, hats off to the AlphaTauri driver as well. What a race! What a drive from these drivers. It's such a difficult circuit, a difficult track. One mistake and that can cost you your race. So hats off to these drivers. 3 laps to go, and it is Tony Hakkinen to Johnny Reid to Adam Fleets to Jazzaboy. Kurt's caught Devil. Oh, he has, yeah. I said that he was 12 seconds behind. There was no way he was going to catch him, but with 3 laps to go, the gap is now down to 7.4, and he could take that P10 away from the Ferrari drivers, so we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. Phoenix Gray, has he missed out on DRS? He did, and Jazzaboy is still chasing down Adam Fleets. At the moment, Phoenix Gray would still take that position off Adam Fleets with that 3-second time penalty. 6.9 is the gap from Kurt Maestro to Devil Rejected. So Jazzaboy 1.2. Red Wildfire nearly within DRS range of the Red Bull in front of Liam Racing. 6.5 now is for Kurt Maestro, who's just starting to come into his own. And Tony Hakkinen, he's got 2.2 seconds to Johnny Reid behind, but that can all change. Red Wildfire is within DRS range of Liam Racing. Kurt Maestro only 6.4 now. Devil Rejected has got to stay focused. He's got to stay concentrated. He could find himself with a top 10 finish here. Red Wildfire inside DRS range. Jazzaboy chasing down Adam Fleets. Did he get that DRS? He did. Jazzaboy got the DRS on Adam Fleets. On to lap 23 we go. 3 laps remaining. And Jazzaboy really is tailing that Red Bull now. Phoenix Gray at the moment would still get that position off Adam Fleets, but only by 2 tenths. But he's got to hold on here, Phoenix Gray. It's such a difficult track. Red Wildfire must have made a mistake. She's lost a bit of time. Kurt Maestro only 5 seconds behind Devil Rejected. This is going to come down to the final lap for the Alpine. Jazzaboy losing a bit of time to Adam Fleets, who's probably seen the pressure behind. 1.7 for Johnny Reid on Tony Hakkinen. Surely not. Surely not. We know this is a strong circuit for him, and Tony Hakkinen has got an Aston Martin in front of him who we might even be able to get DRS off here. Jazzaboy and Adam Fleets. Red Wildfire is back within DRS range of Liam Racing. Here comes the Alfa Romeo on the Red Bull. Down towards turn 27 we go. Jazzaboy still eyeing up Adam Fleets. Right on the rear diffuser. He's going to have that DRS again. On to lap 24 we go. 2 laps remaining here in Saudi Arabia. There's still so much to play for. Kurt Maestro only 3.7 behind Devil Rejected. Johnny Reid only 1.8 behind Tony Hakkinen for the race lead. Jazzaboy half a second behind Adam Fleets for a podium. Red Wildfire 1 second behind Liam for P8. It's just happening everywhere. Jazzaboy in the Alfa Romeo still trying everything. Adam Fleets is putting on a great display of defensive driving. Kurt Maestro 3.2 to Devil Rejected. Johnny Reid is doing everything he can do to chase down that Williams in front. but he needs to get closer to him for this final lap. He's got to do something. The gap is 1.4. Is Tony starting to feel the pressure here as we're about to enter the final corner on the second to last lap? Here comes Tony Hakkinen in towards turn 27. Johnny Reid follows. On to the final lap we go, with it all still to play for the race lead. Johnny Reid 1.6 behind the Italian driver. Let's see what he can do. Jazzaboy on Adam Fleet's DRS is now enabled as they go down towards turn 27. Jazzaboy pulls back. He wants to wait for a better opportunity down towards turn 1, and he's going to get it. Jazzaboy gets a great exit in the Alfa Romeo, and Jazzaboy for the podium positions. The Alfa Romeo is through on the Red Bull. Round the outside goes Jazza. Adam Fleet settles back in behind him, and Jazzaboy, the South African, is into the podium places. The other Alfa Romeo of Red Wildfire is eyeing up another Red Bull. One Alfa on one Red Bull, the other Alfa on the other Red Bull. Red Wildfire on Liam Racing. Out of turn 27 they go. Can she make the move? Kurt Maestro is 1.3 behind Devil Rejected. Red Wildfire 3/10 behind Liam Racing. The Red Bull driver trying to hold her off, and Red Wildfire just pulls out for now. Kurt Maestro 1.2 behind Devil. Adam Fleet's trying to stick with Jazzaboy, but he's into that clean air now. Johnny Reid was not able to catch up to Tony Hakkinen. He's managed to fend him off, and he's done an amazing job. Had Johnny Reid not have had that incident in the sprint race, what could have been in this Grand Prix? But Tony Hakkinen comes down towards turn 27, out of the final chicane. The Williams driver, the Italian driver, Tony Hakkinen, take your hats off. You are the Grand Prix winner here in Saudi Arabia. Johnny Reid comes through in P2, and Kurt Maestro has got Devil Rejected the wheel to wheel in towards turn 13, and the Ferrari driver can just not hold him off. Devil Rejected settles back in. What about Red Wildfire on Liam Racing? This is her opportunity to get the P8 from that Red Bull. Jazzaboy and Adam Fleece is coming down towards the line. Adam Fleece on the back of Jazzaboy to the line. Phoenix Grey, Red Wildfire on the back of Liam Racing. In towards turn 23 we go. Red Wildfire in the Alfa Romeo will have that DRS. She's got to make the move now or get him to the line. She's going to have to empty that battery now. And that's exactly what she's doing as the checkered flag has waved. Kurt Maestro is up to P10. Red Wildfire needs a good exit out of turn 27. She did get a good exit. Can she get the Red Bull driver? The battery is on, DRS enabled, and Liam holds on. Kurt Maestro will come through and take P10. What a Grand Prix. What a race, what a Grand Prix, what a finish. Wow, 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 wow. That was a really, really enjoyable race to watch. Some amazing racing. I don't even know who's supporters driver of the day either. I'm just trying to think, but I can't even see the standings because it's not showing. Jazza on the podium. What a drive from him. Great strategy. Great strategy. There you have it. On the top step, Tony Hakkinen, P2, Johnny Reid, and P3, Jazzaboy. Italy, South Africa, and Northern Ireland. Let's just have a look at the final standings before I lose them. So Tony Hakkinen takes P1. Jazzaboy has got to get driver of the day. From P20 to a podium with an amazing strategy. He's got to get driver of the day. Adam Fleets takes the fastest lap and P4. Phoenix Grey P5. Dino P6. Mullen Raider in P7 from P19. Liam Racing and Red Bull. What a race for him. A fantastic drive. I've got to take my hats off to Liam Racing. Red Wildfire, she had some fantastic battles this evening. Kurt Maestro in the Alpine taking that P10 off Devil Rejected on the final lap, and And there's everybody else as well. What a really, really fun race. Amazing. Right, that is it from me. Well done to all the drivers who finished the race. Well done to everybody who participated in the race. Thank you all so much for watching. It was such a fun race to be a part of. Thanks to MSC for having me on comms as well. And we'll be back next Tuesday. So, yeah, make sure you tune
Stay focused. Give it everything. It's going to be so
This
close.
is very tight. We're going wheel to wheel.
I'm going for it.
Through goes Hamilton.
It's not over yet.
Max Verstappen.
basics. What hit me, what hurt me, what made me? Cause maybe this life is worth saving. I think this life is worth